So the first thing I'm going to do is remove the alternator bracket. There's these two bolts right here. One, two. These are 12 millimeter bolts. Actually, one's just a nut. I'll show you. Nut, 12 millimeter nut, 12 millimeter bolt. And then here's the alternator bracket. So we're going to be able to get a little bit more tension and the proper tightness by replacing that standard bracket with one of these adjusters. Now, I just got a cheap one. I know there's expensive ones made for the car, but I just got this cheap one off Amazon. And anyways, so with this cheap one, I had to make some modifications here on this end because it's too tight for how big the circle was here. So I ground it down. You can see how I grinded it down. I actually made it thinner too by grinding down thinner. So just a grinder wheel took care of that. But just so you can see, this will be the bottom part. So with that ground down, then I can put it on and have plenty of room. So you just put those on either end. This is a 14 millimeter. I would say that's clockwise, that's bringing it in. Counterclockwise, that's spreading it out. And then these on the ends lock it down. Easiest way to do it, to get this first one on, and tighten that. And then you can actually bring this in and out until you get it lined up for next one. Looks like I got that pretty much aligned. Okay, so now you got both sides on. And before you tighten this up to get the belt tight, to get this belt tight to stop the squeaking, it squeaks the most when you turn on the air conditioning. So this will help reduce that. You want to go to the 14 millimeter bolt down here on the bottom of the alternator and loosen that up so that it has some freedom to move. Because if that's tight and then you're trying to spread the top out, it's going to cause a problem. You could potentially crack the case. So it just needs to be loose enough so that the alternator can move. It can basically pivot on that bottom bolt. All right, so then we're going to turn this and spread it out to tighten the belt, get rid of the squeak. So we'll see how it goes. Seems like I can do most of it by hand. Kind of feeling the belt to see how tight it is. Oh, feels pretty good. So surprisingly, I was able to just use my hand to tighten this. I thought I'd have to put some force on it with a 14 millimeter, but I was able to get it pretty tight with just my hand. So let's try that out. Let me start it up and see if it squeals. Let's try it again now that I'm in the car. Yep, I heard the compressor kick on and off. Nope, no squeal. All right, so I guess that shows you that you don't need to go super tight on this because you actually don't want to over tighten it. You can do it by hand. Once you grind this down a little bit on the side, tighten it up, use your hand clockwise, you spin it, and then don't forget to then go back here and lock these down so that it doesn't spin on you over time, doesn't loosen up. See it, that locks it down, and then you screw this side to lock that side down. See? So I'll hold on to this with a 14 millimeter. Another one, I'll just give it a little snug. She'll be good.